Ryan, as the NBA pivots away from the post and towards the perimeter, we're seeing more teams employ.
Very interesting, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. And now the Indiana Pacers starters. On the wing, LeVert and Warren. Sabonis and Turner work together inside. And it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton is the 3 with Giannis in at 4. Holiday and DiVincenzo man the backcourt. And it's Tiny in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brogdon, the pass to Warren. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, B.A. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Sabonis against Antetokounmpo. LeVert outside. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Tries a 10-footer, and it's Brogdon missing. Here's Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Off target with the 3. Middleton against Warren. We played just over a minute here in the first, and T.J. Warren is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And the basket by Holiday.
You know, Holiday is one of those rare guards who's as physical as any other player on the floor. Holiday busting it up inside.
Now here's Brogdon. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. And it's rejected. Sabonis, the pass to Brogdon. Turner.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It goes on Malcolm Brogdon.
You know, Holiday is deceptively tall and strong and has great point guard skills, and that makes it really hard to defend him.
Holiday hits them both. Well, you can't ever feel safe with Holiday on the floor. Grant, he is one of the great ball hawks in the NBA.
Yeah, he reads plays very well. He has a good wingspan to swipe away errant passes. One of the many reasons Holiday is such a great defender.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
Boy, that is some kind of heads-up basketball from Holiday. He does not sleep on the wide-open man and found him perfect.
Brogdon finds LeVert. Pass to Turner. They need this. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next one.
He's got a confidence to him now that is allowing him to really put the pedal to the metal offensively. I think something just clicked for him when he was with the Pelicans.
And the Pacers making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Turner passes to Brogdon. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Holiday. The open shot by Middleton. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. Big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Now here's Brogdon. 23 points his last outing. Into the lane. Here's Turner. It doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee the other way now.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
And yep, it's good.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pass to McConnell. And here's Craig. Shot to end the cold streak. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Whew, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Man, that's good.
You know, wanting to develop his interior game, Jeremy Lamb, shots like this will help him be more assertive in that area.
Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Craig. Milwaukee with the rebound. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system. They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
That shot wide open.
And this is Lamb's main strength, a solid jump shooter, and he's doing a nice job with his shot selection, too.
From deep. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks earning this break in the action. I love that Giannis is not worried about the numbers.
I mean, B.A., he just wants to win. That's another thing that makes him great.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Grayson Allen is out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Portis in at the power forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Trailblazers was a man on a mission. He contributed 28 points, and his presence on D cannot be overlooked. He is such a great shot blocker. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And, you know, taking a look into your crystal ball, Clark, which team do you think has the brightest future?
Well, that's a tough one, B.A. There are a lot of teams that have really some outstanding young stars on their rosters. I mean, you look at the Celtics with Tatum and Brown. That duo is dynamic. And then the Mavs with Luka Doncic. Clearly, that guy is a star and a long-time star barring injury. And how about the Pelicans? Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, the Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges. I mean, those are four teams I rattled off that would fall into that category for sure.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Boy, because he's got such great confidence in his ball handling skills, he's fearless attacking the rim.
Pass to Duncan. Cuts off the pass. Lamb for three. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists now in this one. Inside. Here's Duncan. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're finding ways to get the ball
out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Sabonis and Turner work together inside. Brogdon and LeVert make up the backcourt, and it's Warren in at the 3. Knocked loose. DiVincenzo with the steal. In transition, here come the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal, and with that, his confidence and ability can actually take over more. And, you know, DiVincenzo starting game, didn't miss a beat transitioning to that role from a reserve player the prior season. Not surprising given his mentality.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's DiVincenzo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. About a minute played here in the second half. And with DiVincenzo, Clark, him stepping into the starting five was a natural fit.
Well, I tell you, it seems like a great fit, B.A. It gives that lineup exactly what they needed. A guy who doesn't have to have the ball, plays excellent defense, he can make the three-point shot, moves well without it. All of that bodes well with those other starters.
Pass to Duncan. Antetokounmpo is doubled. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Caris LeVert.
And, you know, when Giannis takes a shot, the defense wins if it's a shot outside of the paint. They want him taking jumpers.
Brogdon, the pass to LeVert. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. The rebound by Duncan. You know, Clark, with Giannis, it's impossible to keep him out of the paint.
Well, once he gets in there, it's too late. I mean, fortunately, he knows that's his strength, and he butters his bread in there. Still, sometimes he'll bail out a team with that jump shot.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Free throw good. LeVert.
You know, Caris LeVert had a few surgeries before entering the NBA, but took kind of a unique step in writing an open letter to NBA GMs telling them physically he'd be ready for the league. And you know what? He was right.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Drew Holiday signed a 4-year, $134 million extension to remain in Milwaukee. His coach, Mike Budenholzer, said, "You can't appreciate the strength and the physicality he brings until you see it night in and night out. What he does defensively, once you're around it, it's even more impressive." Guys?
All right, good stuff there, Allie. Holiday with the ball. Warren covering. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, in his relatively short career, Giannis has figured out just about every way to get the ball in the basket, even with the big-time performances. We've seen it.
And the Bucks making a change here. Allen's checked in. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Brissett's checked in for Turner. Craig comes in for Warren. Lamb's checked in for LeVert. And it's McConnell in for Brogdon. Puts it up from 12. And too long on the shot. You know, with Giannis, as you said, Clark, the numbers he can put up are eye-popping.
Yeah, he can hit you for 40 points and 20 rebounds on any given night, not to mention how well he's grown as a passer. I mean, his assist totals and block shots typically are otherworldly as well.
McConnell finds Sabonis. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Sabonis has got 7.
This is really where Sabonis does some of his best work. He's a reliable scorer in the paint.
McConnell with a steal. In transition, here come the Pacers. Out to Sabonis. The rebound by Allen.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
DiVincenzo against Craig. Back to Allen. Just 4 to shoot. Out to DiVincenzo. Pure from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Brissett. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
McConnell outside. And DiVincenzo comes to help. Back to McConnell. Sabonis outside. Here's Lamb. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been Turner. He's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Warren comes in. We've got Drew Holiday, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the two-guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Coaching turnover is a fact of life in the NBA. Grant, as a player, how tough is it to adapt to a new coach?
Well, it depends on the timing. I mean, an off-season change gives the team a time to get used to a new system. Now, if it happens in midseason, it can be a little tough. The learning curve is definitely steep.
Boy, guys, it's so good to see somebody still taking advantage of the mid-range. LeVert with the bucket.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Duncan. Knocks it loose. Holiday against LeVert. He can't hit that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They keep piling on the assist, guys. They haven't cooled off any in that regard.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
LeVert passes to Brogdon. Pass to Brissett. Here's Turner. Rebound by Middleton. Milwaukee has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Duncan. Grant, as someone who played abroad on Team USA, how exciting is it to see how much more international the league has become?
It's fantastic, no question. Back then, we saw so many talented foreign stars playing internationally, but now the best really do all find their way here to the NBA.
Pass to Turner from deep. The rebound by the Bucks.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Down low. Here's Duncan. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And they end up winning the season series. Always feels good to have that upper hand over an opponent.
I don't think we can overstate how significant that was for them today. I mean, beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
To the paint, Duncan. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Holiday against Brogdon. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter. Turner with it, guarded now by Holiday. LeVert passes to Brogdon. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful Hill and Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons, and it's Drummond in at the center. And for the Bucks, the wingmen, DiVincenzo and Middleton. Duncan is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Holiday in at the 1. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system, and sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
No one covered.
Working tirelessly on the stroke, Tobias Harris trying to find consistency with that shot.
Middleton outside. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat. And that strange tension in the air. That's Ben Simmons and the 76ers. What looked like a surefire separation never materialized. And Simmons now still with the team. I can tell you he has a lot to prove this year.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Some contact there, but no whistle. Didn't matter. Dante stays focused.
Passes it to Green. On the wing, Harris. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Drummond. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Pass to Holiday. And Duncan gets it to go in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Middleton against Green. Middleton can't get it to go.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Pops one in from the wing. Harris has got 5.
This is a strength of Tobias Harris, finding good rhythm now in the mid-range shot.
And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Back to Middleton. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Shot from 6. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Indiana.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
And that one drops. Duncan's got his second basket of the night.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first.
Active on defense, and once you do that and you start earning minutes, the offense will come, and that's how Dante has gained this kind of confidence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Allen subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Andre Drummond. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Korkmaz checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Tobias Harris. Holiday, the pass to Allen. Duncan down low, defended by Gibson. And the basket is good. And it's 6 points for Duncan.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Maxey passes to Simmons. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. In the corner, Middleton with it. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. And it's in there. Duncan's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside Holiday. Duncan left side. Over Gibson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Taj Gibson picks one up. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Bucks lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start, and it seems certain defenses will continue to dare him to launch from outside.
And the lesser of 2 evils. The way he can attack the rim, you could argue that'll continue to happen no matter how much he improves his shot.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
They've got Portis, Holiday out there with Allen, and there's Duncan, and it's Ojeleye in at the 3. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tiny, in the last game against the Pacers, had a huge game. He scored 18 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Knocked loose. Simmons with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Now the pass to Gibson. Here's Maxey. There's the drive. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 4 this quarter. And Brent, we're seeing a lot of new officials joining the NBA ranks. Any changes you see resulting from that? Able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet? What can you say? Tiny, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
And so in the game for the 76ers, front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Drummond in at the center position.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
For Milwaukee, they have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Back to Simmons. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Duncan with the block. One-on-one fast break. There's the lob to the hoop. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
And that's something that seems to get overlooked with Giannis. How gifted a passer he is for a player of his size.
Well, the other thing, GA, that's awesome is that as he's going along here, you can see moments where the game is literally slowing down for him. So you take a guy who's won Most Valuable Player awards, and now the game's getting slower. Man, that's some dangerous stuff. Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And Duncan throws it down.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Drummond, and nothing is falling for him right now.
It might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Sixers have improved under Doc Rivers, who helped to define roles. Rivers said, I did that day one. We're playing through Joel, but Ben is the facilitator. And Simmons said, Doc's holding everybody accountable. It's about staying focused and not getting distracted. We have to stay locked in. Kevin, back to you.
Well, they got the talent for sure, D.A. Thank you.
And this is a sign of Giannis and his growth. The floor awareness now looking outstanding.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the 76ers call time here. Don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Drummond. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Harris. Pass to Korkmaz. Over onto Kumbo. Duncan with the block. Gibson passes to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Over Holiday. And that one comes up a bit short.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Simmons against Holiday. And the rejection by Giannis to stop the drought. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, at 6'9", Taj Gibson has the ability to get up there and throw it down.
Duncan with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Simmons against Giannis. Here's Gibson. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Count it. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Here's Korkmaz. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Gibson. Duncan with the block.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. Good if it goes. Beat the clock. Count it! He got it! And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Holiday out there with Allen. Then there's Duncan. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Ojale in at the small forward. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Ojale. Philadelphia also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Gibson. Harris comes in for Simmons. And it's Shake Milton in for Korkmaz. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. And here is Milton. Passes it to Drummond. Here's Maxey. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Sometimes Giannis waits to take over a game. Not tonight. This is epic.
Milton the pass to Drummond. Back to Milton. The dynamic rag between players and officials is always interesting. There's some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor. And we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Maxey passes to Harris. Pass to Drummond. Rebounded by the Bucks. Duncan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Tries again. Count that one.
And these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
The Bucks making a switch here. Hood's check in. Green is checked in for the 76ers. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Drummond has a lot of ways to beat you down low, and his points are coming deep in the paint now.
Outside Holiday. Giannis kicks to Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around, and the shot goes in. And that's now 28 points for Duncan.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
2 minutes.
Giannis against Harris. Now, here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. Over Holiday. Maxey, no good. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Outside Holiday to the paint. Hood dishes to Middleton. Duncan, the pass to Hood. On the wing, Holiday. Antetokounmpo finds Hood. The kick out to Holiday. No good on the 3. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Duncan.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
Harris kicks to Drummond. Poked loose. Now Giannis. Duncan outside. Here's the dish to Holiday. Back to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now here's Milton. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great
Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see